Jonathan Gannon's return to Philadelphia. Cardinals won the toss, deferred to the second half, and so they had thumb surgery less than 2 weeks ago, and he's already back. DeAndre Swift.
So the Eagles would come in and test their run fits.
Swift again has a seam
here at the end of this season.
3rd and 2, first pass play. Hurts gets rid of it. Kenneth Gainwell lowers the shoulder. Chris Barnes stands a
player on this roster.
Greg Dortch be one of those guys. He had a 40-yard return last week in Chicago. Backs up to take this at the 12. Has a little bit of room. Breaks a tackle. And Greg Dortch in Chicago last week. First play action. And Trey McBride, who has exploded, has the catch and takes it to midfield. James Conner. Stiff arm sweat. Gets 2nd and 5. This is one of the top rushing offenses in the NFL. This one play, though, doesn't. Murray. Diving catch. 36-yard line. Fake to Conner. Low throw for him. He's carried it almost as many times as he's caught it. Second catch for McBride.
On the outside on those offenses.
Over the middle. That is Elijah Higgins. And the Cardinals have converted. Conner has a hole. Bounces to the outside. James Conner with a first down inside. Cardinals on the move, first drive. Conner again. Breaks tackle. 10th play of this opening drive. Murray with time. Kyler Murray using his feet. Looking for the corner. He's got a first down. On the 11th play. Murray's in trouble. Ball is out. He's back on top of it. Able to get back on it though. 2nd and goal. It's Conner to the 10. In the flats, DeMarcado drops it. Raiders getting close to 400 made field goals in his career with his chip shot here. And it's the today. That was Nick Rallis, who spent the last 2 years as the linebackers coach in Philly. Now the DC wide open over the middle. It's A.J. Brown.
On that linebacker level, just got out of that lane.
Now it's Devontae Smith. He moved over 1,000 yards last week.
Teammate for this Eagles organization.
First run play of the drive. Swift cut down by him. 3rd and 3. Hurts pulls and has Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert down the sideline. 11 consecutive games during the skid. He's another one of those weapons. He's got it again here. And he's going to lose here. They run with Gainwell. Hurts straight ahead. That's his start penalties here at home.
Defense number 92.
Don't change, Philly fans. Don't change one bit. Gainwell again for a few. Hurts is saying, hey, chill. Good, enough motion. He swings out. Hurts back in the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Just a little over route right here. And this is that little stem where he gets a tad vertical, not a whole lot, but he forces Starling Thomas to kind of honor that and start to break up. That's where the separation happens. And
Dortch comes up and gets a running start on this one. Yeah, Greg Dortch gives him good field position. Rondale Moore off his hands, incomplete, and that was handed off to Moore here. He's in trouble. Rondale Moore able to get back to the line of scrimmage and
be able to exploit with your skill set, defending it very well here at the end of the first quarter.
7-3 game, Birds against Birds to wrap up 2023. Eagles rush 5. Rondale Moore, first down Cardinals. Ball is out, picked up by Bradbury. Whether he was down or not.
Yeah, he's down.
Yeah.
Yes.
They've now signaled Eagles ball, but this looks like it's going to get overturned.
Going up against a more talented roster, you can't have mistakes.
Here's a strike for Higgins. This is a quick Ertz go. Toss for Conner. Whoa, great patience, and then it opened up, and he stormed forward. It's Dortch in short. Murray to throw. Steps up and goes down. He got tripped up. One-on-one Wilson, miscommunication and a pick for Sidney Brown. And Sidney Brown's got room. Cuts it back inside the 40. Now he's upfield. He goes all the way for the Eagles touchdown.
When you get down here, it's kind of post-corner combinations. Post. Now, Kyler Murray thinks he's going back corner, so he thinks he's not just doing the post, he's doing post-corner. Throws it downfield. Sidney Brown, hey, watch all these Philadelphia Eagle defenders right now. Get out there with that motorcade for him. And here's a great move on Rondale Moore. Back inside. That was the one guy I thought was going to get Sidney Brown.
Big drive coming here for the Cardinals. Down 2 scores. In the hands of James Conner. But down 14-3. Conner again has a hole. Gallops to the outside. And another first down. James, 4th all year. Here's a bubble to Rondale Moore. Block from Wilson. And Moore is stymied. 2nd and 7. Play action. And a screen. Trey McBride. The big bruising runner in Conner, it's DeMercado, and it's a pass play. It's a first down. Greg Dortch into Eagles territory. Last year, 6th overall pick. Outside, another quick throw. Moore got a block from Conner and got 6 or 7 on first down. That list today that he's going to have to face off with. Flag down as Conner goes down, stopped by Nicholas Moore. Murray pulls it down. Shucks it incomplete over Wilson.
Part of the pass, illegal contact. Defense number 22.
Because you're trying to contain Kyler Murray, and they really had him kind of looking around, and there's your contact.
First down, moves it to the 41. Here's Conner. That one's blown up.
The Jalen Carters that are on this roster.
Oh, almost a fumble there. Conner was able to find it and lowers the shoulder. Gets a first. Conner again. Stays on his feet. James Conner.
Priceless. The opportunity for them to get out and really see NFL game speed.
Michael Carter's first touch. Quick throw. It's McBride, and he's stuck right at the marker by
Shove with Clayton Tune in there. Oh, and they get the curveball.
Outside they go, and James Conner's got enough for the first down. Couple curves
onto this part of the field.
More than doubled him up when it comes to total yards. Here's Conner off the left side. Brandon Graham there to
system together and putting his spin on it.
Conner again. Gotcha. Flags fly.
And as good as Arizona has been from
3rd and 12 out of the 2-minute warning. Murray steps up. He's going to run. Kyler Murray slides down.
First half, we have to have points.
And they do. Down the sideline. It's Brown and incomplete. Hurts to throw again. On time, outside, Devontae Smith. Here's Brown. He knifed it through there. And a big pressure coming. Getting to Hurts. Got rid of the ball for Dallas Goedert and avoided the sack. Goedert did get back to the line, so 2nd and 10. Hurts steps up. Heaves to the sideline. Perfect strike for Brown. 4-man rush this time. Quick throw. Dallas Goedert inside. Steps up. Juan Smith. One-on-one against the rookie. Great coverage from Starling Thomas.
Starling Thomas. He kind of figures this out. There's Budda Baker coming in really late. Budda was playing a little bit of cat and mouse with him pre-snap. I respect.
Sneak it here on 3rd down and 1. Or make it look like that and then run a trick play off it. Kenneth Gainwell, the high school quarterback. This passing stuff.
Let's get back to Julio.
Steps up. Throws on the run. It is Julio Jones for his 2nd touchdown.
Well, it's that second play. It's what makes everything so dangerous. Andre Sachere again, just great job, but just not able to finish making that play. Great concentration.
1 of them from Gainwell, 8 of them from Hurts. And the lead is back to 2 scores for Philly. Final seconds of this first half. And Murray throws behind deep.
Has been very opportunistic. When they've had the ball, they've scored. Their defense has pitched in with a pick 6 for a touchdown.
As Jonathan Gannon heads into the locker room here in his return to Philadelphia, we get you to Los Angeles now for the Verizon halftime. And you're going to send that group out there to begin this half. Line is controlling the line of scrimmage against this excellent defensive front that the Eagles have. And they create enough of a hole there for 4 yards. Connor again. James Connor drive of this half for Arizona. Connor again. Swift.
More of that this half with the 5 down guys.
First pass play of the half. McBride's open in the flats. Sure tackle right there from Kevin. And on 2nd and 4, he's got it. The old New York Jet with a nice move to the clear. Into Eagles territory.
Here in space, Sidney Brown goes inside, gets blocked, so that leaves Eli Ricks one-on-one on the outside. And just a great move by Michael Carter right there.
First down and 10. Murray's got time. Perfect throw. Michael Wilson, his first catch. Sack was only officially one. It was a run play that went down as a sack. And how about that? You go trying to finish strong as well. On 2nd and 4, Carter with a cutback. Michael Carter's inside the 15, down to the 5, and it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 5. Carter again. Brandon Graham on 2nd and goal. In the flats, it's Carter with the catch. Breaks a tackle and a touchdown.
Was in that locker room. Going against Shaquille Leonard, 53. Just there's not a sense of urgency there. You know, he was able to get by kind of that rub route from Trey McBride, but just not a sense of urgency and not good technique at the point of being back and throwing the football.
Offense has been good today. Just haven't had the ball for much of it. And Chris Barr hurts the throw. Swift with a one-handed snag, and then B.J. Ojolari went with Gannon to Arizona as well. They're bringing all of them here on 3rd down, and Smith on a deep ball can't hold it in. Thomas.
Location for this one, it's just pulling him outside. He was on top.
And Greg Dortch turning into a weapon back there. Oh, it's a booming kick from the 9 on a 62-yard punt. Dortch on the return got popped at the 22. So Mike Trout there cannot be happy watching what he's happened. James Conner's back in. Blitz coming. McBride. Toss for Connor. Explodes through that hole, and James Conner keeps on going into Philly territory. If it ain't broke, you're right back to back group. Play action out of the timeout. Murray's well protected, and Dortch is wide open. But those other elements in there too, making it extra tough to come back. Wilson has it. 1st down to the 20. James Conner takes the fake this time. It is Nolan Smith that can't get Murray to the ground, and he scampers. On 2nd and 2, it's Connor. James Conner with a 1st down to the 5.
Marvin Harrison Jr. and bring him here.
He gets away from Josh Sweat. Keeps the play alive. Lofts for Connor. One-handed catch. What a day for James Conner. Touchdown catch.
All right, everybody, let's follow number 6. Just kind of working a little route right there. Not a great job running a choice route. I'm just going to come stand right next to you.
My choice is the chill. And what a grab.
What a finish. What a finish.
For the corner, there's a flag as Wilson makes the grab.
Holding defense number 29. That penalty will be forced on the kickoff. The 2-point try is good.
Wow.
That's more telling than anything we can say on air.
Jalen Hurts, some room on the run off the right side in this.
You've got potential quarterback runs and quarterback scrambles along.
Into the short side they go for Swift with a head of steam, and it lowers the shoulder into Cardinals territory with it. 4 plays, 4 runs on this drive. Swift now shows off the speed to the outside and a 1st down. Consecutive division title that have a shot at a 1 seed, but for the 2nd straight game getting pushed to the brink against an inferior opponent. Tied up to the 4th. The Trouts can't even watch. Ground game on this drive. 5th play, 5th run. And DeAndre Swift, who's
there, so surprised it took him to the 4th quarter to really commit to this.
First pass play of the drive. Hurts given time to find Dallas Goedert. On 1st and 10, back to Swift. Inside the 20 is that they're still searching for that week 17. Watching this drive, it's like, here's the idea.
The run game.
Here it comes. Hurts. I don't think he got it this time. Down in a foot. This time Hurts is going to get it. A run for him here. Jalen Hurts with a gun. 2nd and 2. It's the same play the other way. Hurts reverses direction and slides down with motions out. That's Julio Jones at the top, and with a hard struggle getting it inside the 10, getting touchdowns out of it. Hurts scrambles. Hurts has Goddard wide open for the touchdown.
You get a lot of those rubs. You see Devontae Smith coming in. That's why Dallas Goedert was so wide open. They're designed so well. If you're playing a lot of man coverage down inside that high red zone, or the
in this 4th quarter, Greg Dortch will bring this one back. Greg Dortch dancing his way across the 20, and Pam Oliver, you had it. Cardinals have moved the ball at will in this half. Kyler Murray off his back foot, launching downfield out in front of McBride, and incomplete, but flags down.
Here they are running step for step. You know, they've got hand in hand right there, and it
like that. Carter stopped by Morrow. 2nd and 7. Carter again. Surge off that right side, and Michael Carter having his best game as a Cardinal. But the Jet 192 yards rushing against this Eagles defense. Right back to the ground, and Carter. Quarterback draw. Kyler Murray has some room. Kyler Murray to the 10. Murray looks to throw. Over the middle. Greg Dortch. Good open field.
Michael Wilson up at the top. He's been a guy that's been big in the pass game.
Instead, it's Connor downhill to the 5. Blankenship
at his own 27.
Throwing end zone. Too tall for Whip. Pressure coming. End zone. Wilson. Touchdown.
And the big thing today is the big mistake. That is just, Keely Ringo is flat-footed. He hasn't moved. I mean, that was so easy for Michael Wilson. Murray and Michael Wilson. Oh, he got an onside.
Wow, you talk about aggressive.
You come back with the onside kick off and play defense.
DeAndre Swift blown up in the backfield, able to scamper forward and get a pick. Whatever it is, it's deadlocked with 5 to decide it. Underneath, A.J. Brown on the move. He's got a first down. 4:20 to go. First down from the 20. It is DeAndre Swift. Bubbling to the outside. There's a flag down.
Holding offense number 68.
Out there, and he places Julio Jones ahead of 1st and 20. It's a quarterback run for 4. Sure. They bring it. Hurts bottled up and down at the internally. There's a lack of full belief. Kenneth Gainwell. Crowd doesn't like that call. Lead from 43. And if there's one thing you've been able to count on as an
for the Dallas Cowboys, I think he's now 35 out of 35 with field goals.
Here's Dortch on the return. Greg Dortch hits the sideline and takes it down. A tight win late. It's James Conner. He's had his best day of the season. Murray out of a collapsing pocket finds Rondale Moore. Well, just feathered that. Murray 10 out of 11 in this second half. Hands it off to James Conner. Having his best game of the season, and he's got Murray lets it rip. Greg Dortch tiptoes in, perhaps awaiting his chance. First down and 10. Sideline toss. Dortch again breaks a tackle. Greg Dortch cuts it back inside the 10. Down to the 5, and it's 1st and goal.
Of this Cardinals offense has been down in here.
Here's Connor straight ahead, stopped at the 2. On 2nd and goal, Connor again, nose down, he's in for the Cardinal touchdown. 32 seconds, here we go. Hurts goes underneath, Kenneth Gainwell, short. 2nd down. Hurts looking long. Again, checks it down to Gainwell. From the 36-yard line. Under 20 seconds. Hurts steps up and runs, looking for the sideline. He'll get there near midfield. Eagles going to need a chunk play or two here. Against the three-man rush, Hurts steps up, got his eyes downfield, lofting into one-on-one and incomplete. Hamilton
End zone from here. This should be the last one.
All right, so this is it. Hurts waiting around, lets it develop, heaves one for the end zone. It is intercepted, and that's the game. The Cardinals come to Philadelphia and knock off the Eagles.
Talking about Jonathan Gannon's team will play you hard for 60 minutes. Take him out of the game early.
Joey Blount with the interception that finishes off the game. 35-31, Cardinals over the Eagles. Would you believe it? Back to Philly after this.